Hello students, today we start the new topic, that is the mechanical properties of the solids. We know that the solid is, we said that the solid has a definite shape and size because we said that there are the atoms and the molecules are internally bound with each other and their constituents, means one particle acted the force on another particle is a zero, means at equilibrium they are have a total force is equal to 0. So we said that they has a definite shape and size, and until it remains in that definite shape and size up to whenever there is an external force is acted on that body, then and then only there is a change in the shape and size or the both in that case. Okay, so but when the external force is acted on the body, the internal restoring force is also produced in that case, means the external force try to change the shape and the size of the body, but internal restoring force opposes the shape and size of to change the shape and the size of the body. So at equilibrium the solid becomes in their original shape, but in some cases there is a change in the shape and the size of the body. So we here understand that when we apply the external force, we call that force as a deforming force, and the internal force produced in that case is called as the restoring force. So when the force is applied on the body, there is a change in the shape and the size of the body due to intermolecular change in the intermolecular position. That force is called as the deforming force. So we first here see the concept, that is the deforming force. Deforming force. What I say? What is mean by deforming force? The deforming force is the force which changes the shape and the size of the body. That force is called as the deforming force. And the change in the shape and the size of the body due to this external force is called as a deformation. Means the property of that solid is called as a deformation. Are you understand? When the external force acting on the body or the solids or the any material, there is a change in the shape and the size, then that is called as, that force is called as the deforming force, and that property, that is there is a change in the shape and size of the body, is called as a deformation. Okay, now when we apply, we see the some concepts or the objects, there is a some properties are understand. Means if we apply the force on a rubber, आता हा एक force रबर आहे सॉरी, आणि याच्यावरती मी फोर्स अप्लाय केला म्हणजे मी त्याला स्ट्रेच केलेला आहे. ओके, सो दॅट रबर इज गेट इलॉंगेटेड, मीन्स आय अप्लाय द डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स इन दिस वे. ओके, सो देर इज अ चेंज इन shape and the size of the body, but when I remove that force, it retains to their original position. Okay, see, आता आहे हा असा आहे, जेव्हा मी डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स अप्लाय करणार आहे तर त्याच्यामध्ये बदल झालेला आहे, मात्र मी जो डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स रिमूव्ह केला की तो आहे त्या पोझिशनला येत आहे. ओके, बट इफ वी टेक द डो, क्ले और द मड, म्हणजे आपण एखादा डो घेतला, सपोज आपण घरामध्ये कणिक मळतो तर ते कणकेचा जो गोळा म्हणतो त्याला आपण डो म्हणूया, किंवा चिखल घेतला तर त्याच्यावरती सपोज मी मड घेतला, चिखल घेतला आणि त्याच्यावरती मी हात प्रेस केला तर तो पुन्हा आहे तसा वरती येईल का? नो. मीन्स द सॉलिड हॅज सम their own properties, and depend on their own properties there are the two types of the that having the two properties, and depend on that there are the two types. That is, the first one is called as the elasticity. Okay, now first of all, see what is the mean by the elastic body. See, we take the two examples. When if the body regains to their original shape and size after removal of a deforming force, such a types of the body is called as the elastic body. बघा काय मी म्हटलं की आपण त्याच्यावरती फोर्स अप्लाय केला and after removal it regains to their original shape and the size, then such a type of a body is called as the elastic body. If the body retains to their original shape and size, then such type of a body is called as the elastic body, and that property of that solid is called as the elasticity. So what is the examples of the elastic body? Already we see the one example, that is the rubber. Okay, then the metals and the quartz. These are the examples of the elastic body. Now see, if the body regains to their original shape and size completely and instantaneously. बघा, जर एखादी बॉडी आफ्टर रिमूव्हल ऑफ डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स ती कंप्लीट आहे त्या शेप अँड साईजमध्ये येईल आणि इन्स्टंटेनियसली येईल, तर अशा ज्या बॉडीज असणार आहेत त्याला आपण म्हणतो परफेक्टली इलॅस्टिक बॉडी. वी कॉल दॅट बॉडीज ॲज अ परफेक्टली इलॅस्टिक बॉडी. ओके, म्हणजे काहीतरी डिफॉर्मेशन झाल्यानंतर याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी बदल होईल, थोडा तरी काहीतरी शेप अँड साईज झाला आहे, तसं जर झालं नाही, कम्प्लीट आहे त्याच ओरिजिनल पोझिशनला आला, तर असं शक्यतो घडणं अवघड असतं. मात्र 99.9% मीन्स वी से दॅट द नियरली गोज टू द इलॅस्टिक बॉडी इज द क्वार्ट्ज फायबर. जे क्वार्ट्ज फायबर्स असतात ते जे आहेत तेच फक्त आपण असं म्हणू शकतो की नियरली अबाउट द आयडियल इलॅस्टिक bodies आहे. Okay, so this is about the elasticity at the elastic body. Now see the next concept, that is the plasticity and the plastic body. Plasticity and the plastic. If the body does not regain to their original shape and size after removal of a deforming force, such a type of bodies are called as the plastic bodies. जर आपण एक्सटर्नल फोर्स एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टवरती अप्लाय केला आणि ते पुन्हा आहे त्या ओरिजिनल शेपमध्ये आणि साईजमध्ये नाही आले, तर अशा आपण यांना काय म्हणणार आहोत? वी कॉल सच अ टाईप ऑफ फोर्स बॉडी इज कॉल्ड ॲज द प्लास्टिक बॉडी अँड देअर प्रॉपर्टी आर कॉल्ड ॲज द प्लास्टिसिटी. ओके, मग आताच आपण बघितलं, जर डो घेतला, क्ले घेतला, मड घेतला, पुट्टी, ओके, जेव्हा आपण कलर काम करतो तर त्यावेळेस आपण पुट्टी बघतो, तर हे सगळं जर आहेत यांच्यावरती तुम्ही जर फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर दे आर नॉट रिगेन्स टू देअर ओरिजिनल शेप अँड साईज. सो सच टाईप ऑफ बॉडीज आर कॉल्ड एज अ प्लास्टिक बॉडी अँड देअर प्रॉपर्टी दॅट इज दे डज नॉट रिगेन टू देअर ओरिजिनल शेप अँड साईज is called as the plasticity. So here we understand about what is meant by deforming force, what is meant by deformation, and what are the properties, that is what is the elasticity and the plasticity. Now see, the elastic properties of the solids are described in terms of the stress and the strain. So what is meant by stress and the strain? See, first of all, so first we consider the what is meant by the stress. Now already we are discussed that when the deforming force is or the external force is acting on the body, there is an internal restoring force is produces. Okay, so which opposes the change, means at equilibrium both are in a equal and the opposite. So what is meant by the stress? Stress means the internal restoring force or a deforming force per unit area. What I say? Stress means the internal restoring force or the deforming. असं का म्हटलं? Because they are equal but only opposite. Okay, so that per unit area is called as the stress. So see the first concept, stress is nothing but internal restoring force or the deforming force upon area. Deforming force upon area is called as the stress. Okay, internal restoring force or the deforming force upon area per unit area is called as a stress. Then what is the SI unit of the stress? See here. So it is the force upon the area, and we know that the SI unit of the force is the Newton and the SI unit of the area is the meter square. So the SI unit of the stress is the Newton per meter square. What about their dimensions? See, we know the dimension of the force is the L raised to 1, M raised to 1, T raised to -2, and what is the dimension of the area? It is the L raised to 2. So if the L raised to 2 comes to numerator, we get the dimension of the stress as a L raised to minus 1, M raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. बघा आपण आपल्याला फोर्स डायमेन्शन माहिती आहे L1 M1 T raised to minus 2. मग हा L2 वरती गेल्यानंतर काय होणार आहे L raised to minus 2. सो L raised to 1 प्लस minus 2 काय होणार आहे minus 1. M1 आणि T raised to minus 2 हा असाच राहणार आहे. सो स्ट्रेस इज द इंटरनल रेस्टोरिंग फोर्स और द डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स पर युनिट एरिया. अँड व्हॉट इज द स्ट्रेन? सी, स्ट्रेन is the change in dimension or it is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. Change in dimension to the original dimension. Okay, so this is about the strain. Strain, it is the ratio of change in dimensions to the original dimension. Means when deforming force is applied on the bodies, there is a change in the dimension. मग ते झालेले change in the dimension, either it is in the form of a length, either it is in the form of the volume, or it is in the form of a shape. So that change upon its original dimension, it is called as a strain. So there are the three types of the stress and the strain. See the first, that is called as a tensile or the longitudinal stress. If we apply the deforming force on any rod, okay, or the wire, see here, we apply the deforming force on any rod or the wire. आता मी या डायरेक्शनला हा फोर्स अप्लाय केलेला आहे. किंवा एक साधं एक्झाम्पल, आपण एक वायर घेतली, मेटल वायर घेतली आणि ती एका पॉईंटला फिक्स केली आणि दुसऱ्या पॉईंटला जर आपण वेट अटॅच केलं तर काय करणार आहोत, आपण डाऊनवर्ड डायरेक्शनला फोर्स अप्लाय करणार आहे. मीन्स इट गेट इलॉंगेट, मीन्स देर इज अ फोर्स अप्लाय अलॉंग द लेंथ ऑफ दॅट वायर. Okay, so there is elongation takes place, means there is increase in the length. Original length किती आहे L, किती नाही increase झाली delta L, means change original dimension त्याचे L आहे for the length and change in the dimension काय आहे delta L. Means so this is about the such a type of stress is called as a tensile or the longitudinal. Means along the length हे stress असणार आहे, change होणार आहे, that is called as a tensile or the longitudinal. So if we consider the force F is applied on that body, here one point is remaining. This is written in the form of the magnitude, that is the force upon a area. This deforming force is written in the form of a magnitude. So magnitude of force upon the area, it is about our stress. So here we write, if the force F is applied on that wire in this direction, there is a change, that is the delta X, then tensile stress is equal to, we know that stress means the deforming force per unit area. Here if we consider A is the area of this wire or the rod and F is the force applied on the body, then tensile or the longitudinal stress is equal to magnitude of force upon a area. And what is the tensile strain? Tensile strain means the strain produced due to the deforming force or the tensile stress, that is called as the deforming force. In that case, along the length of the wire is called as the tensile strain. So change in the dimension, here we consider the length, there is a change in the length is the delta L upon a original length. So it is the ratio of delta L by the L, that is called as a tensile strain. So it is about, if we elongate that wire, if we compress that wire, means here this is the original length of the wire and now we apply the force on the both the sides of the wire like this or the rod. Here we consider suppose the rod, आपण एखादा मेटल रॉड घेतला, युनिफॉर्म मेटल रॉड आणि आपण दोन्ही बाजूला त्याला कॉम्प्रेस केलं, मीन्स अप्लाइड द force on the both the direction, then it get compressed like this. So its length goes on a decreasing. Its original length is here. Okay, and decrease in length is suppose we consider as a delta L. In that case, such a type of a stress is called as a compressive stress. Compressive stress. So what is the compressive stress? There is a decrease in the length. So if we consider the force applied on that rod is F and the area of that rod is A, then compressive stress is equal to, it is the ratio of the, we said that the deforming force per unit area means the magnitude of force upon area, it is the compressive stress. And what is the compressive strain? Strain produced in that case is called as a compressive strain, and it is change in the dimension. There is a decrease in the length is a delta L upon its original length. What is the difference between longitudinal strain and the compressive strain? In the longitudinal strain, there is a change in the length, but it is an increase in the length. And in case of a compressive strain, it is a decrease in the length. So it is about the length. Means if we apply the deforming force along the length of or the perpendicular to its uniform cross-sectional area, then these are the two types. Now see, go to the next. If deforming force is applied on the body is normally and we apply the force in all direction equally and normally on this cube or the sphere. आता इथं काय केलेलं आहे, आपण सगळीकडे कडून एकसारखा फोर्स अप्लाय केलेला आहे या बॉडीवरती. त्यामुळे काय होणार आहे, दॅट बॉडी गेट कॉम्प्रेस. त्याचा जो आहे ती साईज कमी होणार आहे, मात्र शेप आहे तसाच राहणार आहे. इट इज अ क्यूब as it is, it is a sphere as it is. So suppose original sphere having the volume V and change in the volume is the delta T. Similarly for that cube also. ओके, म्हणजे व्हॉल्यूम स्ट्रेस म्हणजे काय आहे, तर त्याचा व्हॉल्यूम चेंज होणार आहे, साईजमध्ये बदल होणार आहे, शेप मात्र तसाच राहणार आहे. मग अशा वेळी जर वी अप्लाइड फोर्स इज कन्सिडर्ड ॲज F इफ द एरिया ऑफ दॅट sphere or the cube is considered that A, then in that case volume stress is the ratio of deforming force per unit area. Here we take a magnitude of force F upon a area. Okay, so if the original volume of this sphere or the cube is the V and change in the volume is the delta V, then we know that the strain produced in that case is called as a volume strain, and we know that strain is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. So here change in the dimension is the delta V upon original dimension is the V, means change in volume upon its original volume, it is called as a volume strain. So this is the second type, and last see the third type, that is the shearing stress and the shearing strain. Now see, first in the longitudinal we consider that the deforming force is applied along the length. In case of the volume stress, we consider that the force is applied in all directions perpendicular to their surface areas equally and normally. Then there is a change in the size or the volume, so we call volume stress. And now the third, if we apply the force on that body due to that external force or the deforming force, due to this, if there is a change in the shape of the body, in that case we call it as a shearing stress. Now see, again we consider the cube, and the A, B, C, D is the one side of the or the first face of the front face of that cube. If we apply the tangential force, म्हणजे आपण या डायरेक्शनला इकडे असा tangential force या पद्धतीने ॲक्ट केला, tangential force is acted, okay, in that case their bottom remains as it is, only top is slightly displaced. बघा आता आपण काय केले आहे, shearing stress म्हणजे काय, सॉरी, आपण टँजन्शियल फोर्स अप्लाय केला आहे या पद्धतीनं, आणि टँजन्शियल फोर्स अप्लाय केल्यामुळे हा जो एरिया आहे, काय म्हणूयात आपण साईज आहे, त्या काय झालेल्या आहे, स्लाइटली डिस्प्लेस्ड झालेला आहे. त्यामुळे त्यांच्या साईजमध्ये काहीही बदल झालेला नाही आहे, फक्त बदललेला काय आहे, शेप, आणि बॉटम ही आहे असाच राहिलेला आहे. म्हणजे या केसमध्ये काय झालेलं आहे, देर इज नो चेंज इन द साइज, ओनली चेंज इन द शेप. सच टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रेस इज कॉल्ड एज अ शियरिंग स्ट्रेस. So shearing stress is nothing but it is the ratio of tangential force per unit area. आता किती ना हा डिस्प्लेस झाला आहे, किती लेंथ डिस्प्लेस झालेले, डेल्टा एल. सो shearing strain we called again it strain means that it is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. Here change in their length is the delta L upon its original length, it is the L, so it is called as the shearing strain. Okay, now see, this is the angle theta and here we consider this is the length L and that length is a displaced. Here also we can write it is as a tan theta. जर आपण इथं tan theta घेतला तर काय येणार आहे, delta L upon Ls येणार आहे. But this change is a very small, means there is slightly change in their length or the that part. So tan theta is nearly equals to theta, so we also written here as a theta. So here we discuss these three types: longitudinal stress strain, then the volume stress strain and the shearing stress strain.